The Earth has been hosting humans and other creatures for millions of years. Human presence on Earth has caused significant damage to this planet through polluting the oceans, increasing global warming, depleting arable land, and causing widespread animal extinction. Humans have demonstrated that they haven't been good guests for the Earth. However, you might wonder if in the absence of humans, the environmental situation on this planet would be better. Would large cities turn into paradises for nature if humans were gone? Could the seas be teeming with fish once again? It is possible for tree roots to penetrate the concrete structures of cities and lead to their collapse. How long would it take for the traces of human presence to disappear from Earth? The answers to these questions are more intriguing than you might think, which is why we will explore what would happen if no humans lived on Earth. So before watching this video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, and support us by liking this video. We hope you enjoy this content. Years ago, North and South Korea engaged in a conflict. This region is a suitable place to start searching for answers to these questions. Now, in this area, apart from local patrols that occasionally monitor the border and defectors fleeing from North Korea to South Korea, there is virtually no human presence. Since 1953, few have set foot in this region. Prior to that time, for 5,000 years, farmers cultivated rice in this area. These rice paddies have now transformed into beautiful wetlands. Peace has now embraced this entire region. But if all the people of Korea were to suddenly disappear, nature would take a different course in other parts of the Korean peninsula. Currently, river waters flow into Korean dams, so after the disappearance of humans, it will take a century or two for these dams to decay, and the river waters will find their way into other parts of South Korea. During this time span, many animals thrive. Endangered species like the Asian black bear, the Korean water deer, and the emerald leopard will take advantage of the absence of humans and flourish in the area, roaming freely. Presently, there are few more Siberian tiger populations in this region. These tigers also migrate to other regions of North and South Korea, expanding their populations. However, the absence of humans will lead to an increase in the population of predatory animals in this region. After several centuries, it is expected that domestic animals will be completely destroyed by carnivorous animals, and even dogs will have no room to stand up against larger predators. If humans are not on Earth, the balance of animal species worldwide will be disrupted. Without humans, a fierce struggle for survival among animal species will ensue. Domesticated animal breeds, such as horses that have been selectively bred by humans over the years, will undergo changes in the absence of humans. These animals may become prey for carnivorous creatures, and even if horses escape the clutches of predators with their lives intact, their breeds will change. It is expected that in the centuries to come, without the presence of humans, horse breeds will revert to wild breeds, such as the Przewalski's horse, which is currently an endangered species. Przewalski's horse is the only remaining truly wild horse breed in the world. According to scientists, in the absence of humans, nature will take on a wild form, and all plants, agricultural products, and animal breeds that humans have modified over the years will be destroyed within a century or two. For us humans, it's even hard to imagine that major cities could easily crumble away, yet it's humans who have maintained these cities over time. In the absence of humans, even the largest cities in the world like New York would eventually fall apart. Harsh winters, cement structures, and city asphalt would deteriorate. Meanwhile, water would flow through city streets, leading to frost expansion and water penetration that would crack concrete buildings. In addition, the weeds that human eyes once overlooked would send roots into the large buildings and streets. In the corners of big cities, green trees would grow. These trees would grow large within a few years, and their roots would disrupt sidewalks and underground passages. Water canals beneath the cities would be blocked by tree roots and natural debris, and after about 20 years, major urban areas like Manhattan would become roaring rivers. Humans are the only barrier preventing animals from entering cities. It goes without saying that in the absence of humans, animals would turn large cities into hunting grounds for scavengers, bears, and carnivorous wolves. Insects would also find nesting grounds in the remains of abandoned buildings. Throughout the world, there are hundreds of crude oil reservoirs. Chemical plants also store hazardous chemicals and toxic chemical compounds. Thanks to the presence of humans, are kept away from nature as much as possible. However, in the absence of humans, these compounds will eventually find their way into nature. Closed-mouthed creatures, unaware of the dangers of these substances, would become ensnared in poisonous material, given the scale of toxic and chemical reservoirs worldwide. The absence of humans jeopardizes a wide range of animal and plant species. If humans were absent from planet Earth, the dominion of large marine creatures would resume. Sharks would proliferate to the extent that they might venture close to river mouths for prey, and even the numbers of small, tranquil animals like turtles would witness a noticeable increase. Coral reefs, previously endangered by ultraviolet radiation, would expand to cover significant portions of the sea in the absence of humans. Now that we've examined what Earth would be like without humans, it's not far-fetched to envision what might happen to a large city like New York in their absence. Scientists predict that if New York were devoid of inhabitants, within 10 years its sidewalks would crumble and weeds would overtake its ground surface. Birds of prey such as falcons and carnivorous animals like wildcats and dogs would transform New York into their territory. Rats, cockroaches, and other vermin that thrived on human-generated waste would perish in New York. Ultimately, after thousands of years, ice mountains would traverse the entirety of Manhattan Island and its surroundings, erasing the iconic Manhattan skyline. What are your thoughts on this matter? Leave it in comments.